Hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays, and today we're going to be getting into, I gotta go this way, Dungeons of Infinity, by Jack Warner, and yeah, it's going to be fun. Dungeon crawl, always fun, always fun. Let's see who's here. Hey Brian, what's going on? Welcome, hold the chair. Hey Kate, morning, yawn. Get some coffee, Kate, get some coffee, wake it up, wake it up. It's a wonderful day as you'll be able to see the sunlight on my table because that's where life is. So, what can I say about this game? I got to play it for a little bit, and it is a lot of fun. It is challenging, but it has a really cool campaign that I'm all about, and I'm going to be playing through the campaign, starting with the dungeon here. So, basically, it starts off with, man, my throat. Ooh, this morning. Hold on. Okay, so that happened. All right, so basically, it is a 10 chapter campaign, 3 dungeons a chapter, if that makes sense. So, and how I understand it is that if you play the entire campaign, you will get to play every character that's in the base game. From what I understand, there's going to be an expansion release for this game with more stuff to it, but the game's a lot of fun. It's like I said, it's very challenging. It's still raining for another 2 days. You're not good yet. You're getting there. So, and also this game was procured. The Jack joined. He joined Sky Kingdom Games, who makes wonderful things like Foreteller. So, um, I believe the audio for this game is going to be coming to Foreteller at some point, from what I saw from the post, as well as yeah, it ought to be good. But yeah, join Sky Kingdom Games, and I'm excited. I'm excited to play it. I'm happy about it. Let me shut up, get some information, get down to it. Okay, so Dungeons of Infinity. Crawl, fight, and shout your way through a randomized dungeon with or versus your peeps. So yes, there is a competitive mode to this game, and there's a cooperative mode to this game, and there's a solo mode to this game. So it covers all the bases, which is good. If it's competitive, whoever beat wins the scenario wins. If it's cooperative, you work together to win the scenario, and solo, you play it until you die. And you can play the game. It's for 1 to 5 players. You can play the game with if you're doing solo, you can play it with two-handed. You can play it five. You can play as many as you want, as long as you can keep track of it. I'm going to be playing two-handed today, because one-handed the game is fun, but when you're playing the campaign, you have to have a specific character that you use. And I asked my Patreons who they would like to see me play, so they picked the Wave Warper. So I'm going to be playing the Wave Warper and the character that I need to play for the first dungeon, the first chapter, Dungeon 1. So we'll get to go through that, and we'll do the story, and we'll have fun. 1 to 5 players, 60 to 120 minutes. Any idea on cost, please? Yeah, this game. What did I pay for this game? Let's go. We'll find that out. Let me see. I can get you the cost. Very good question. Like they're sold out right now, but costs on the market. Oh, they're just sold out. Interesting. It is sold out. I believe I paid. I have to look and see because I think I ordered this off Amazon. Yeah, I'll get this up in a sec. uh, should be like, you should know how much you pay for a board game. I know. Sorry. I should know how much I pay for a board game. I paid. Wait, where? I late back from the Kickstarter. Yeah. This is where we search the web. Yeah, I'm checking to see. They're sold out, so it's like once they're sold out, you can't find it anywhere. How much would it cost? I can't remember how much I paid for it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I believe I probably paid 50 with shipping. I'm gonna go with that. Oh, here it is, pre-order. Just found it. If you go to Jack-Sporner, and I'll show this. Let me get down to the table. I could share the screen and show you what it's on, so we can see stuff here. And then we go to table. That's its setup, but you don't want to see that. You want to see this. All right. So if you go to the project page, pre-orders are no longer available. Oof. Yeah. So I did a pre-order when it came out, but it looks like it's about $50 par for the course. Yeah, so it's about $50 to get the game. So it looks like they're completely sold out. Hey Jim, how's it going? Too many bones is too many expensive, but it's a fun game. So it looks like it's about $50, and that's how much it costs once it comes back in the stock. So it looks like they've sold out, which is interesting. As I said, enjoy the sunlight, people. Enjoy the sunlight. It will go away in a little bit. Yeah, no problem. All right, so we got down to the table. I was going through some chatter, but we got down to the table so we can see everything set up. This is the setup for chapter 1, dungeon number 1, right? When you play this game, you've got some options. So break out on campaign book, and I got the rules reference here to kind of block. So you can play this game as the campaign that's built out in here, which I've heard is a really good campaign. That's why I'm amped to play it. Or you can play this as just like a one shot. So in here, if you look like Orb Quest, this is a one shot. You just follow these rules, play the game. When you're done, you're done. And it tells you about how long it takes. If you look right there, so there's Orb Quest, Sentinel Hunt, Catch a Wasp. These are all one shot. Search and Destroy. So if you're like, I don't want to play a campaign, I just want to get in sometimes, play this game, rip it off the table, throw it on the shelf, and then come back another time. Here are your one shots that you can play. So there's quite a few of them. There's this mini campaign, so it's super tiny. And then when you get done, you're done. So that's what these first couple pages are, just like the mini. But then the rest of the meat of this is the campaign. And so it just kind of goes down some information. And then it goes into breaking down the campaign. As you can see, my table is set up just like this as we go into the dungeon. We read this intro stuff, and there are events and cards that are in these decks that go through that build this out. All right. Info to give you. These are kind of like situational stuff for what you run. So if you notice, there's matching symbols, 2 things. So when you get into areas, basically, yeah, sorry for the light. It will vanish soon, I promise. But when you get into certain areas, it's probably like the light from the dungeon coming out. Hey, Adam, what's going on? Yeah, thanks. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Brian. Welcome, welcome. All right, so what ends up happening, if I can explain this properly for you, when you everything you do costs an AP or an action. If you move, it costs an action point. If you get into a room, you search, it costs an action point. So for me, these are my 2 characters, which I'll introduce in a second. But when I move into this room, I can then spend another action point to search the body, and I will draw a card from this deck and see what I find. It could be an enemy, it could be treasure, it could be nothing. We don't know. This is called Mist. Mist is basically enemy card. So, yep, thanks, Adam. Thanks. Pull up that chair. So when you move into an area with a mist, you immediately engage whatever's going on. So you would draw from the mist deck. Those are always enemies of some sort. Always, always. This right here is called the Debris. These tokens are called the Debris tokens. When you search from there, debris could be monsters, items, or nothing. Just like the body. And then chests. Chests are always items. The thing is, to open a chest, you need a key. If you don't have a key, you can't open chests. So that leaves you stuck. So this layout of this campaign just kind of tells you this is where you have to progress. I'll read through what we need to do. These cards get shuffled. So basically, to start off, if you notice, there's 4 bodies. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 cards. You don't know what they could be. I'm just gonna quick shuffle. Miss. Debris. Chest. Okay. All right. So that's it for kind of exploring the dungeon as we move. Remember, AP cost movement. Once you move into an area with a mist, you immediately engage. Otherwise, you have to spend an AP to search or unlock, or if you have a key, unlock. Okay. This is the minion deck. This is the deck of terrible, horrible thing. I don't know what's going on with my voice today. So I'm just going to pull a rando enemy. I'm going to pull another rando enemy. Here we go. So let's talk about enemies. All right. So this is an enemy when you run into them. This is their health, 6 health. This is how much they need to roll on a die, that or less. This is a 1 to that number to hit you. So basically, if this enemy here rolls a 1 to a 17, they hit me. This here symbolizes, there's always a deck of evil badness that hurts. Yep. This here symbolizes how they work against you hitting them, right? So, for instance, our rolls, and like I said, I'll introduce my characters, but let's say our rolls to hit Sarah Majestro's hit chance is 17. So usually they'll have a minus number on here. Here we go. I'm going to shuffle all this up so I can show you this one a little better. Actually, this one's a really good example. So you see -1. So when you roll, if you, let's say I roll a 17, I'm like, I hit you. Or I roll a, yeah, I roll a 17 and I hit you. I'm like, yeah, I hit you. But after you roll, you subtract this number. So it's like, okay, I need a 16 or better. And I rolled a 17, so I missed. So this is kind of like the hit chance modifier, if that makes sense. So if your hit chance is 14, -1 makes it 13. So a 1 to 13. They have stuff, so that's how that works against you for the enemy, because it just shows that they're a little bit stronger. All right, you've got their name, their type, their ability, so +2 power for every werebear in this room. Power is how hard they hit. So this bear hits at a 7 power. So this is a +2 for him. That includes him. So that would be 9. He would be hitting for 9. And you see the symbol here? That's the type of damage that they inflict. So he inflicts poison damage. If I'm weak against poison, I automatically take +2 damage. If you're weak against anything, you take +2 to whatever damage is given out. So he hits pretty hard. So if I'm weak against poison, he hits me for 9 +2, 10, 11 damage, and I have to defend against him. This over here on this side is his defense. So if I hit him, and let's say I hit for a 5, it has to go against 5 defense. And you see the symbol? That's what they're weak against. So if I hit him with a fire spell, or a fire attack, it would be 5 +2, 7, and then it would be against this defense, and that's how much damage he would take. So, for instance, I roll this die. It's an 18. Actually, I did okay. So let's say the Wave Warper does a 17, -1, 16. I rolled a 16. I hit. And let's say the Wave Warper's power is at a 5. So the Wave Warper does 5 damage to him. he goes, his shielding is 5, so it makes it 0. Here's the cool thing about the game. When you hit somebody, if it is 1, 0, or -1, you inflict 1 damage. And that's the way to say if they're blocking your attacks, you're not butting your head against the wall. So basically, if she hit his power's at 5, his shield is at 5, and it becomes 0, they say you can have a free hit. So I hit you for 1. And it sounds confusing, but we'll get into that and it'll make complete sense when I start playing. That is the enemy card. They come out in droves and it hurts. It hurts a lot. It hurts a lot. But you can mitigate damage. So that guy who's hitting for 11 and you have like 14 health, he can pretty much beat you down really quick. But you can mitigate it, and by doing so, I'm shuffling while I'm talking. By doing so, you are using. I will introduce the character. So the character card. This is the character board. And this is a character that's going to be part of the first dungeon, so I have to use it, right? So his health starts off at 14. As you see, this 1 is the level 1. So at level 1, he starts off with 14 health. When he moves up to level 2, it'll be 15, and you automatically power up to full when you level. All the way up to level 5, he'll be at 18 health. So he starts off with 14 health. When he gets down to 5, he's weakened. And what weakened means is all your hit chance, all your power, all your defense, all your action points are cut in half, rounded up. So it's basically saying that you're getting fatigued in battle and about to die. This is their level to let you know what level they're on, right? And this is their experience. So this lets you know what to get them to. So when they hit level 10, they go to level 2. When they hit when they hit 10 experience, they go to level 2. When they hit 12 experience, they go to level 3, so on and so forth. That's what that's showing to let you know when to power up. This is how much they hit for. So basically, his hit chance is 14. If I hit someone for 14, or I roll a die and I get 14, then this is how much damage I'm doing. I'm going to do 4 damage to start, but I can power that up to like 17 damage a hit, which he's pretty strong. This is how I mitigate their attack with my defense. So if they hit me, then their damage is subtracted from this number. Yeah, I got the sliders in, Brian. I got the sliders in. So basically saying that werebear who hits for 11, right? Because I'm weak in the fire. I'm weak in the fire, but not poison. But if I was weak in the poison, and I'll get to this in a second, then I would take the +2, so it would be 11 damage. So it'd be 11 minus 4, and that's how much damage I would take. This is your action points. This is how much actions you have per round. Okay, simple enough. How much stuff you like. This is the body slot, so these symbols mean those are the only things you can hold. For feet, for the right hand, for the left hand. If you're holding a staff, it's two-handed. If a staff is marked two-handed, then it goes in both hands. Same thing with an axe, yada yada. Otherwise, you can split them up between the two. All right, let's move over here. Lord event action. This is the thing that you do when in a free-for-all game, or like the early ones, the one-shots. There is this thing called a threat meter and the Lord events deck. So the threat meter basically says when the big boss of the dungeon comes out, the threat meter goes to 0, which means he found you and he's coming for you. And then the Lord events actions basically what he does per round to get to you, and when he starts fighting you, he starts beating the dust off you. So that's what that means. So basically, things that trigger Lord event actions are the threat meter to move. Well, we've got a paladin here who's loud and clunky, so moving causes it. Running causes it. Fighting causes it. So basically, with the threat meter, you'll say, okay, I have to move. If I move to a new tile, threat meter goes down. If I run from a fight, threat meter goes down. If I get in a fight, threat meter goes down twice. And that's what that means. And there's a whole explanation for it. It's not a bad thing. And I believe Colin at One Stop Co-op Shop runs through that with a threat meter, so you can see it in action. we'll be doing campaign, so not really. All right, so we've got sneak. It costs 2 action points, as you can see the symbol matching. Try to sneak. So I roll a die, and on a 1 to 10, I successfully sneak past a creature, and there are event cards that say try to sneak. If you fail, they attack you. If you don't, you succeed. You get an experience point every time. To get experience, you get an experience point not every time you kill a monster. Hey, what's up, Steven? Not every time you kill a monster, but whenever you hit a monster. So it can be the same monster. So if I have 3 actions where I'm just going to attack 3 times, as long as I hit, I get 3 experience. Killing the monster gets you loot, and everybody loves loot. All right. Last thing here, we've got escape. So if we try to escape, we'll spend 2 action points, and on a 1 to 8, he escapes from battle. On a 9 to 20, he doesn't. This here only works in competitive play. So if you're in competitive play and you and the other person are actually fighting each other, that's where that comes in. That's where you can hot foot and run away and try to not die. So that's how that. Okay, I might have to move that box because the light is getting worse. I will be right back and see if I can fix that problem. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Thank you, Jim. Muted. Oh no. All right, sorry. I thought I hit the button there. All right. Let me rewind. Blah, 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 blah. There is a guy. This is him. He basically sits at the entrance to the dungeon and sells stuff. That's the shop. You can sell items you found in the dungeon to him, and you can or you can buy items from the dungeon from him. Yep. I think it got weird when I got to the shop. So basically, you start the game being able to interact with him for free. Anytime after that, you have to spend 2 AP to interact with him, right? So 2 action points to interact with him. And when you interact with him, you can sell items to him or you can buy items from him. You can even look through this deck or that deck, whichever one you want. Ask him to send his assistant hot-footing it back to town to find an item to bring back to the dungeon that you can buy. So, for instance, I'll just grab anyone. So if you want to buy this thing, which raises your attack chance by 2 and increases your damage by 1, sword, you can, for 2 gold in the top left corner. In the top right, it tells you what levels can use this. So if it's level 1s can use it. you can tell his assistant to run back to town, go get this, and bring it to me because I want to buy it. And what you do when that happens is you put a counter, which is this guy on here, because it takes 3 turns to do it. And as the rounds go by, you just start ticking down the counter. And then when the counter's done, you can return back to him, spend an AP point, and then buy the item if you have the money. You can only do it on one item per person. So don't be like, hey, I want all this stuff, so I'm just going to lay that out. You can only do it one item per person. Okay, sorry about that. So he has this item deck, which is weapon, and he also has this deck, which is spells and potions. So in here you'll find things like rope, a pickaxe, scroll of silence, a key, backpacks, potions, stuff like that. So this is his odds and ends, right? He has 6 of these that he has spread out on his map for you to buy. And he also he has 4 items to start for you to buy. Like I said, when you first start the game, no matter what mode you're playing it, you get to interact with him for free just the first time. You still have to spend money, but it doesn't cost you 2 AP points. Afterwards, you have to spend 2 AP points to interact. Okay, I think I went back far enough. This right here is loot. Look at all the loot. Look at all the pretty loot. Troll of silence. Scroll. Scroll, Kate. Scroll. So this is loot. When you kill monsters, you get loot. This loot could be this thing, which is pretty cool. It raises your fight by 4, but it can only be held Hand of Doom, but it can only be equipped by level 4 and higher, that top right side, right? So if you get a really cool weapon, you might not be able to wear it until you level up. So you can hold it in your bag, or you can just kind of leave it on the floor and come back and get it later. You can do that too. Alright, shuffle that up. Let's get back to this, the stats that matter. So the stats on the left that matter. Hit chance. This is how much your base hit. This is how much base hit you have. So what you have to roll 1 to this number. If you get any number in between or equal to, you hit. This noise is for the boss. It's for the lord, the dungeon lord. Basically, it'll say one of his dungeon lord's cards could say, "Move towards the person with the most noise." So that's what that means. So you check noise count. Carry limit. Carry limit is how much you can hold in your bag. Not equipped. Not equipped items don't count. This is just non-equipped things that are on. Power, how hard you hit. Defense, how much you defend by, and your action. That's what that means. Okay? Alright. Let me see if I missed anything. We've gone through loot, minions that you're going to fight in the dungeon, stuff that you can buy from the salesman at the beginning of the dungeon, things that you will interact with by going through different pieces here. Being able to ask him to send his do boy to go get something that you need. Spells. So each character starts off with a set of spells. You'll know what you start off with. It's always 4, but this is for level 1. So at level 1, he has 4 things that he can do. Now, unlike other games where you can say, I use that and then I can't use it again because I gotta wait until the next round to get it back. Nope. You can reuse these as often as you like as long as you have the AP for it. So let's break down what this looks like. So I'm going to be using this one a lot. So this one's for level 1. It costs 2 actions, and it's for somebody in range 1, right? It says, during combat, attack one target and add power based on level, add poison damage. So remember that werebear that was, he dealt poison damage. There are enemies who are weakness of poison damage. No, they're not built into it, Steven, and I will explain that in a second. So, like Brian was saying, oh, you finally got them in. So, basically, what this thing does is it says when you get into combat, you will roll for an attack. So 14, right? I roll my die. I rolled a 4. So 14 minus any modifiers that they have. If that 4 is still low enough, then I hit them. Once I hit them, I look at my power, which is 4, and then this spell says add at level 1, add 2 to it. So I would be hitting 6. And then that goes against their defense, and that's how much damage I inflict. That should make sense, right? Once I hit, this lets me know I get 1 experience point for hitting them. So once I hit them, I get an experience point. So if I miss, I don't. So that makes sense. Yes, the sliders make me angry. So he's got explosion, which says attack 1. So it generates 7 noise when you do it because it's loud. Attack 1 enemy with added bonus, with added power based on level. If it hits, perform an explosive retreat to an adjacent room and draw a Lord event card. Front row enemies weak to fire all take damage. So that's an explosive retreat. It's basically I do an AoE and then I step away back to the next. Enemies do not pursue you through rooms unless otherwise instructed by the manual. Okay, we've gone through all the explanation. I know you want to see spells and you want to see stuff. So, but you also want to see gameplay. I've talked way too much. All right, so let's introduce our characters. I've already shown you their boards, but let's introduce our characters because if you flip this bad boy over, flip, hey look, there's backstory, lore, beautiful, beautiful lore. So let's talk with the Patreon selection. This is her. My Patreon selected me that I play her. She has 17 on a hit chance, 3 noise. She can only carry 1 thing. Power 0, which means she can only hit for 1. Defense is 3, and she has 4 action points. She's weak to fire and ice. So if she gets hit by someone who generates fire, she takes +2 damage. Okay, so and that damage is, yeah. I thought it was pure damage, but it's not. All right, Sarah Magestro. Eleni grunted as another wave gripped her abdomen, squeezing tighter and tighter till she felt she couldn't breathe. After what seemed hours, but was only about 30 seconds, the contraction released. A few minutes later, another began, and she knew it wouldn't be long before their son entered the world. She could hear the creak of the porch as her husband paced outside waiting. For 7 hours in total, Eleni worked to bring her babe forth alone, and was as was the tradition in that part of the world. At last, exhausted, she held a squalling child in her arms and wrapped it in a cloth. She examined every perfect finger and toe and smiled. Then she nursed the babe until it quieted, laid it quietly on her bed, and cleaned herself and donned a fresh gown. Gave birth herself. Wow. MVP. Then she gathered the sleeping babe and took it out to her husband. He turned when she opened the door. Well, he asked, how does he look? He, said Alney, is a sheep. Harold stopped in his tracks, his face falling into a dour frown. A girl? I have no use for a girl. Jerk. Another mouth I have to feed until she is old enough to marry, and then I have to provide a dowry. He stomped away, then into the barn. Eleni swayed in shock. He hadn't even looked at his child. She looked down into the sleeping face and frowned silently. Well, there was always next time. For Eleni, however, there would never be a next time. She was never able to bear another child to term, and as the years passed, she soured with her failures until she could barely stand to look at her only child, the useless girl who had caused Harold to become bitter towards her. Sarah brow furrowed in concentration. Next paragraph. Sarah, brow furrowed in concentration, watched as the leather harness wrapped itself around their large, solid farmhouse. He, dozy beast, didn't notice that no human hands guided the straps. Moving large things this way seemed to cost her nothing at all, but the concentration required for fiddly little things like buckles left her shaking with weariness. I told you I wouldn't tolerate your unnaturalness on my farm, her father's voice roared in her ear, and the straps became a twisting snake-like monstrosity in response to her horror. She tried to run, but the blow from her father's fist caught her ear and the side of her head. Everything dimmed and a howling sound in her skull drowned out all thought. barely. Her father's arm drew back to ready that heavy hand for another strike, and she shrieked and pushed, incoherent with terror. Her father's face, people with fury, darkened to nearly black as his eyes bulged and trickles of blood ran from his ears and nose. His knees buckled and he fell, crumpled on the earth like tossed aside doll, like a tossed aside doll. Beside him lay the poor horse, who had been strangled by his own traces when Sarah lost control. Mother's right, Sarah suddenly knew. I'm a demon. She stood and stumbled away as fast as she could. Her head was no longer ringing, but power takes its own toll, and she knew from her secret practicing that she wouldn't be able to see much as a blowout. Sorry, she wouldn't be able to so much as blow out a candle for a few days. She had to get away from here before the bodies were found, and she was burned as a demon. She ran blindly into the woods, stumbling over loose branches and rabbit burrows until she was finally surrounded so entirely on all sides that she wasn't sure which direction her home had been. Slow to walk. Eventually, she found a little low cave and cautiously poked her head inside. Leaf litter was scattered on the floor and it smelled musty, but she could see the back of it about 20 feet away, and it didn't seem as if any animals had been denned there. She crawled to the back corner, curled with her face towards the entrance, and fell into an exhaustive slumber. Sarah spent 2 years in that cave, becoming wilder, and with each passing month, her hated powers allowed her to kill animals for food which she ate raw more often than not. She no longer knew whether she actively willed her abilities or if they merely worked through her. She did not see the passage of time other than light to dark, dark to light, hunger to starvation, back to hunger again. And then, one day, everything changed. A great being with light spilled from her a great being with light spilled from her hands came to her. That's Sounds came from his mouth that she couldn't understand, and one of his glowing lips pressed to her forehead. Left. Next paragraph. Rolandra Paga gently carried the limp, filthy girl out of the cave. It had been decades since she had last known of one of her kind, and that had been a man grown and in full control of his ability. He wasn't sure what this girl's upbringing had been, but he knew that right now she was caught firmly in the storm of her magic. He wasn't entirely sure how to help her, but he knew he must. Hey, her parents suck. So that is Sarah's story. All right. The character that we have to start off with is Ingdol. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to read his backstory. I am, however, well, it might be necessary. No, it's not. I'm going to read his backstory after we finish the scenario, so we're not sitting here reading backstories. So let's get into the campaign. Okay. The King's Daughter. Into the dungeon. Chapter 1, Dungeon 1. Princess Isabella has been abducted right from our own bedroom. Ingolf held the page out for others to read. The letters glimmered disturbingly red in the firelight. So deep in the bowels you will never see her again. Sephenrine leaned closer while Simon stood behind to see over their shoulders. Akachi grunted and refused to move from his post on the opposite side of the fire. He stared out into the dark trees. Deep in the bowels? What makes you so certain it refers to this dungeon out of the hundreds scattered across this land? Asked Sephenrine. My uncle's spies report an increase in the activity of the beasts of this wood. Plus, the wards on the entrance have been renewed. That is the only indication we have of my cousin the princess's location. So how do we propose to enter, my friends? Asked Simon. Indulf's lip curled in a sneer. This is why Uncle sent me to babysit you lot. Are not you and those others experts in your field, friend? This is why my uncle the king recruited you. Except for Akachi, of course, not much expertise required when you have brute strength. Akachi turned towards the group, then his face suffused with hatred. Were I not sworn to the king, I would kill you where you stand. So he's dwarf. Little man, he growled. You can try, cried Ingolf, reaching for his long sword. Before the two could move towards each other, the campfire suddenly blazed higher and threw arms of itself to either side, creating an impregnable wall of flame. Enough! Stephen stood, hand outstretched to hold the barrier between the two would-be combatants. This will not restore the king's daughter to him. Let us put aside personal feelings until this girl's return safely home. Simon cleared his throat. So, he said, let's decide how we are to proceed, shall we? Alright, so then this talks about setup. So it says the cards that are go here, that's how you go in and shuffle them up. The minion deck, it just says remove the expert decks, the expert minions from the deck. Lay out the dungeon like you see before you. Place the heroes at the starter tile. Each hero may either pick 2 items they want to equip level 1 only that add up to 4 gold in value or take coins with them. Ooh, 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 like it. Ingvar, which is this guy, must be one of the heroes in the chapter. Note, do not use the threat meter. Do not draw Lord Events cards when instructed to do so unless instructed by the story, and begin the dungeon and read events as they occur. So each hero may pick 2 items they want to equip, level 1 only, that add up to 4 gold in value. Heck yeah. Yay, we get to go through the deck. So we're going to get you swords. Fire has no effect. That'll work for you. Sword. That's 4 gold. And you. Got a problem. We need to boost up your defense. Hold an axe. So let's get you some fire robes, which will make sure ice doesn't hurt you. And you can actually hold an axe. Oh, I'm mad at you for that. So I want you to have an axe. I can give you an axe, or which will give you +2 to fight, so you'll be doing 2 damage. Or a shield, and which will do -2 to their attack against you. And a sword. You cannot carry staves. Staff staves. You can't carry it. So you'll get that. Shield and a sword. Boom. Cool. So we've got. Sorry. Okay, cool. So he is going to start off with these 2. A fine sword and an ice shield. So basically the fire effect has no, so he's not weak against fire anymore. For the shield. And this fine sword, it costs 4 gold. So he will have 2 increase, so his hit chance will now be 16. +1 to fight, so his hit will be 5. So let's update that. We'll put this in his hand. Fine sword goes there. But you can't see that at all. Fine sword goes there. His ice shield goes there. And so we increase your fight. Bring it over. And for people who are asking, are these sliders part of the board? No. They came in a little pack that you have to put in and slide through, and they're terrible. I hate them. This is the only thing I don't like about these games. I wish there was another way, or if they could do like Zombicide and have it part of it to where you kick it and move it. That might be better, but this thing's going to drive me crazy. So now his power's a 5 because of the fine sword. And if an enemy attacks him, their hit chance will be reduced by 2. Okay, she got fire robes, which has ice has no effect, so she's not weak against ice, but she still is weak against fire. So that will go her board here. She also got a shield and a sword. So basically, +1 to fight, -2 for enemies attacking her, which probably come in handy. And you have to look at the symbols here. Sorry, here to let you know which side. So like his shield goes here. Her shield goes on her left. She's a lefty. Well, she's a righty. Sorry. Her shield goes on her left hand. So that'll go there. All right. So she's equipped up. Gets +1 to fight. Move that up, and we're good. All right. So we're ready to go. We are ready to go. So we're going down into the dungeon to try to find the kidnapped princess. We'll put out 4 of these. 2, 3, 4. Over here. So it starts off with 4. It's going to be the sword, the thick robe, the bow, and the magic band. If we want to buy. Give me equipment. I don't need to buy it. All right. Then we will shuffle these up. And these, we put out 6. 6 of these. Oh. Scroll teleportation. Ice scroll. Super health potion. A pickaxe. A poison scroll. And another super health potion. Alright? So we get to choose who's gonna, like, who goes first. We'll deal with this. He restocks after this person goes, not during. So let's say I buy this magic mail. He's not going to restock and then I see what's there. This is all you get until you go to. Okay? So we're going to have Ingolf go first. And Ingolf is going to get his free buy at the merchant. So he's going to spend 2 coins. If you're wondering, these are metal coins. They come from Scythe. So if you're wondering where I got these from. So he's going to spend 2 coins to buy super health potion. It costs 2 coins. And you sell for the same amount that you buy. So if I wanted to sell this, I could get 2 coins. But it'll give me 10 health, and then it's just a one-time use. So that's his. So he's got 1 coin left. His carrying capacity is 5, so that counts as 1. I think he is going to. That's going to be it. So that was his free action. Remember, when you start off, you get to do it for free. Now, he's got 3 actions. What's he going to do first? For 1 action, he's going to move here. For another action, he's going to search the body. We draw this, and he found a key. So open treasure chests, do not discard after use. So now I can open treasure chests with this key, and I gain 1 extra experience point. So his experience points are now 4 instead of 3. And it immediately takes effect. So he had 3, he moved, he searched, and he got an extra experience point back. So then he will spend another experience point to move. And another one move again. And that ends his turn. He's done. Fini. Then it goes to her turn, and that's when you restock. Ooh, that's a happy accident. So she's going to spend 1 coin to buy this, which is a backpack. Because her carrying capacity is only 1, this increases it to 4. So it counts as 1 item, carries 4 items. So her carry capacity limit is 1, but she got this backpack, so now she can carry 4 things. She's going to spend these other 2 to buy this other super health potion to give her health, putting that on her side. And that is the end of her buying from them. She has 4 actions. She is going to spend 1 action to move, and 1 more action. Check this out. And she got another health potion. Hey, that does 5 health. That goes in her inventory. She's going to spend one more to move back. And I think she's going to chill because this is an encounter. She's going to fight something. We don't know what. We're going to fight something. But he seems to be the heavy hitter. So I want her to deal with that. So she has one other action point, but she's not going to use it. She's just going to hang out and chill. That ends the round. So we give them back their AP points. He's at 4. So we give them back their AP points, and we're ready to go. So how this would work if this was just the one shot is every movement when you discover a new tile, because the one shot is kind of, you start here and you're discovering and building out the dungeon as you go, you would move threat down. But since the dungeon's already established, there is no. Alright, he's going to go first. Going to move 1. He's going to move again. And remember, when you move into a mist area, it's not, you don't waste an action to see what's there. It automatically happens. We draw a mist card, and we get a little bit of story. Anchors away. Walk into the room looking for any danger, but you see none. Suddenly, your feet begin to feel weighed down. You look down to see your feet are covered in goo. Place AP -2 token on the tile and hero. Rest to remove, and this does not stack. What that lovely thing is. Our status effects. Like this. That basically say I lose 2 action points, and it's on him too. Yay! So basically what happens is his last 2 AP gone. Gone. And this happens if you pass through this area, you automatically get that status effect. It sucks. Okay. She's not going in that room. No, she is not. She does not have the spells, but he does, which I'm going to use next round. So she is going to just not do anything her turn. Nothing. She's done. He, however, is going to... So we'll start off the next round. He only has 2 AP because of the -2. He is going to use this ability. Dispel Mist. Remove any lasting miss effects from any single dungeon tile. Draw that number of Lord Events cards based on it and gain an experience for doing it. So it would be 2 Lord Events cards, but we don't have to draw Lord Event cards to start here. So he's going to use his ability. It works. It just does. That ability just works. So we remove this. He gets an experience point for using it because the bottom of the card says he gets an experience point. And that costs him 1 action to do it. He's got 1 action left. He's not going to do anything. He's done. He's hanging out again. This is how you waste time when foolishness like this happens. So at the start of his turn, he is going to then spend his action to rest, which means when you rest, you have to use all your AP. You don't get to use 1 and then the rest. At the beginning of your round, your rest action is to lose all your AP. So he's going to lose all... He would only have 2 anyway, but he would lose all his AP to rest to get rid of it. And that would be the end of his turn. Let's have her start doing some stuff. I know y'all are getting bored and want to see stuff. So she'll spend 1 action to move here, because now that's cleared. I don't want her getting into a fight. She could get really hurt. But you want to see a fight. So I'm here for you. Alright. No, I need him to go next, because she's going to get attacked, and it's going to suck. So she's not going to do anything for the rest of her actions. I'm just going to let it go. That'll end that round. He will go back up to his 4 because getting the key gives him 1 extra AP. Alright, his turn. Now that that's over with, he's going to move 1 into this mist. This activates. Where are the enemies? Where are the enemies? I shuffled this, I swear. Help! You are covered in mist, and it begins to ooze up your body. It wraps around your neck and begins to choke you. You feel your life draining from you. -3 health. Place a -3 health token on this tile. Lose 3 health every round you are on this tile. So, -3 health. He loses 3 health, so he goes to 11. He's got... Get rid of that too. He's going to use his ability to Dispel Mist to dispel this last effect. He'll get an experience point for it. Oh, yeah. So, Jack has apologized for them already. He's a very nice... Oh, yeah, he's great. Yeah, sorry. The sliders are not great, but he's apologized for him. He is a really great creator. He has apologized severely for them, and I'm sure on the reprint he will change it up a bit. So that's the old. But if that's my only problem with this game. Just know that. All right, he's got. We'll move. One getting combat. Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? Let's do it. He's gonna move up here for his next action. This. Here we go. Don't want to see a fight. You're gonna see a fight now. As you walk into the room, see them in the corner. Mr. No Miss, you see the minion. You shout, "Let's do this," as you rush them. Draw 2 times the number of hero minions, so 4 minions, because there's 2 heroes. So we're going to draw 4 minions. Get this once shuffle. Alright. We're going to draw 4 minions. Got, and I'll show you how I'm laying this out, and then I'll explain to you why I'm laying it out. Here. 32. Alright. So when you face off with minions, you face them off in groups of 3, right? So basically, you draw 1, 2, 3, and then you create a new row of 3. What's cool about that is you take your rewards, and for each row, there's loot. Okay. So how this works? Remember, it's kind of like, think of it as rows of attack. So there's a minion there are 3 minions that are in front of you, and then there's 1 minion behind them. Okay. So basically, there's a skeleton skirmisher. He's not ranged because it would tell you if he was ranged. And how you would know that is, see that number right there? That's a range. How far away can they hit you? So I'm glad he's in the front, or else if he was in the back, he can still hit me and keep pinging me. The skeletal skirmisher can't hit me because it's in a row behind the minions, so he can't get to me. So the skeletal mage, he has 4 health. He suffers, if I hit him with fire damage, he'll take +2. There's a sub-demon who has 4 health. This is 17 to hit, 15 to hit. Oh, sorry. There's no modifier against. He needs to roll a 17 or lower to hit me. He needs to roll a 15 or lower to hit me. He needs to roll 17 or lower to hit me, this human warrior. And this human warrior, see that mod? -3. So whatever I roll, it's going to be, like for him, for the paladin, it will be 11 to hit. Deals 3 poison damage instead of 2 if you are inflicted. He has 8 power to hit, and he shields for 5. This guy's tough. And then we have the skeletal skirmisher, who is 5, 3, 3 health. Okay. So we're on in a fight. And all my abilities are 2. So I'm just going to do a regular attack. And a regular attack will cost 1 action. You have to say who you're going to attack. I'm going to attack, because he's only melee and not ranged, he can only attack people in the front row. I'm gonna attack the human warrior. So I roll my die. The human warrior is -3. So I have to roll an 11 or lower to hit him. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna attack sub-demon. I'll attack the sub-demon. So... Oh, yeah. I'm gonna attack the Actually, no. No, no, no. I'm gonna attack the skeleton ice. The reason why I'm gonna do it is because with my ice shield, fire damage doesn't hurt me, but ice sure as heck does. So I'm gonna attack him. So it's a 14 to hit, straight up. I rolled a 17. Yay! So I missed. Swing and a miss. That ends my turn. We go to her turn. Yep, we all get to go before the demons do. I'm going to move one. I'm going to move one. And then I'm going to use my lovely spell called Terrorize. During combat, cause great fear to come to one enemy who will flee on hit. Modify your AC based on level, only affects minions. Alright. So this sounds like a slam dunk, right? Because if you think about it, it would be a 17 minus 3, which is 4. 14, 14, 14, not 4. And then on his abilities, minus 2, which is a 12. So a 12 or lower would hit. And you would say, a 12 or lower, Canje, you suck at dice rolling, so you should be able to roll that quite easily. Let me tell you the thing I just learned this morning. And I had to look it up because I was like, are you kidding me? Let me show you this. Alright, so let's go back over here. Let's move back to this. You see this? These are special rules for your hero, right? No matter who you play, there's a special rule for them on how they work. If you come over to the Wave Warper, let's go on a journey. If you come over to the Wave Warper, it says, when the Wave Warper attacks an enemy, you subtract the enemy's defense from your hit chance roll. Defense. So, for example, if you are attacking the spider with a defense of 4, as you can see right here on the side, defense of 4, her hit chance for the attack would be her hit chance, which is 17, minus the defense of the spider, making it 13. In this case, the Wave Warper would hit the spider with a roll of 1 to 13. Okay. So then you say to yourself, hey, does that also count towards the minuses on top? Like, for instance, if someone said, oh, this guy who has a minus 3 and a 5, so it would be 17 minus 5, which is 12, minus 3, which would be, why would that, so I went searching. So for people who are about to be like, no, that's not what it means. I went searching online, and I went to lovely, lovely Board Game Geek, and I found a response from the developer, from Jack himself. And it said, the Wave Warper has a hit of HC. If he fights a skeleton with a minus 1 and 4 defense, is it 17 minus 4 or 17 minus 4 minus the 1? It's not clear if the enemy's HC modifier appears in addition. He says no. She only subtracts the defense only. So those modifiers do not work against her at all. It's just pure defense. Okay, that's from the designer. It also said, I was wondering why there is a special modifier for the Wave Warper. It means heavily defensive enemies are specifically hard for her since defense applies twice. Once when you roll the hit, and then again when you apply the damage. And it does. And his response is, it's supposed to represent their ability to fight off her attempts to touch their mind. The thought behind the larger foes have a greater capacity to fend her off. I also use defenses to not create another number to deal with. Yes, she is less effective against sentinels and dungeon lords, as is everyone else in the game. So I learned that this morning, and my face went really sad because I've been playing her wrong as I was learning. So basically, her Terrorize ability is saying that the 17, I have to roll for this, the 17 minus 5, which is 12, minus 2, which is 10. So I have to roll a 10 or less for this thing to work. Which is what I'm going to attempt to do. So I move. It cost me 2 actions, which is all I got left. if there's ever a time I need to be a terrible dice roller, it's right now. What? Yes! Yes! I rolled a 10. Thank you, my terrible dice luck. So I rolled a 10, which is exactly what I need. So remember, it's 10 or less. And I rolled a 10. So I hit him for a 10, which activates my flee, my terrorize ability. And what happens when that happens? He runs away from the fight. He's out of the fight. He's no longer in it. Gone. When that happens, when an enemy dies, runs away, explodes, picks his nose in a corner, what you end up doing is you take whoever's on here. So you take the next character. So if there was an enemy here in this row, you would slide it down. If there is an enemy here, slide it down. Since this is the only enemy here, you bring it over and slide it down. So now he comes to the first row. And that's how combat works. Okay. That was amazing. I'm super excited about it that happened because I was very afraid of him. So now we go into combat. All of these, remember, whoever you focus on is who attacks. She attacked last, but she attacked and was successful and was able to scare off this person. So therefore, no one is attacking her. They're all focused on him. All right. Let's talk about combat going the other way. Remember that number that I showed you at the top? The 17? This is what they have to roll to hit me. However, remember I have my shield that does -2 to that. So he has to roll a 15 or less to hit me. Oh. He rolled an 18. That's a straight up miss. So he missed. The next monster is a 15 -2. So that's a 13. He has to roll a 13 or less to hit. He rolled a 5. Okay, so he rolled a 5. He got to hit me. He's hitting for 5 damage, and it's with fire. But my ice shield says fire has no effect on me, so therefore I'm no longer weakened to fire. So he hits me for 5. My defense is 4, so therefore I only take 1 damage. Then this guy gets to go, and he has to roll a 13 or less to hit me. He rolled a 13. Sigh. Okay, so he hits me for 5 with poison damage, but I'm not weakened against poison. So 5 with 4 defense, he hits me for 1, so I go down. And that is the end of the round. They went, I went, the end. So we go back up to, I get my 4 over here, and we begin anew. He's going to go first. So remember, his fine sword gives him +2, so instead of 14, it's 16. What do I want? Can I have Venom Fang? Attack one target and add power. That would probably do some killing. That would probably. If I hit for this, I'd be hitting for 7. Okay, let's do this. So I'm going to do Venom Fang. Venom Fang is level 1, costs 2 XP, targets 1 person, and it says during combat, attack 1 target and add power based on the level and add poison. Oh, actually, I'm going to do it on the skeleton servant so I can kill him straight up. Actually, no, I can't. None of them are weak in the poison. The other guy was. So add poison. So it'll be +2 power to whatever I roll. So basically, with this and the 14, I need to roll a 16 or lower. I rolled a 1. That's what I like to see. So I rolled a 1, and as I said, I was attacking. So I rolled a 1. It is 5. It is 5 because of this. So it's 5 plus 2, 7. So 7 minus 4 is 3. So I hit you 3 down. I could have just out and out killed that guy with it. And that cost me 2. Then I'm just going to do a regular attack, which is going to be a just a 1 action. Oh, and I hit, so I got an experience. Then I'm going to do a regular action. Roll 16 or higher. I got a 4, which is great. So I'll be doing 5 5 damage. To you, you have 4, so you block, so you take 1 damage, which is 4, which is your health. You're out. Then, for my last action, I'm going to attack again, and this time I'm going to attack this guy. Skeletal Skirmish. 16 or less. Another 4. Sweet. So I am doing 5. Blocking takes 2 damage. Because he's blocking for 3. That ends my turn. Hey, it's your turn. So what are you going to do? Yep. Welp. I'm going to do Chaos. And Chaos says, during combat, attack one enemy with extra power based on level. Enemy is confused on hit, and I gain an XP on a hit. How did I boost myself up? I didn't boost myself up for that. Sorry. Alright, so I'm doing Chaos. Cost 2. I'll spend 2, 1, 2. And I need to roll. Okay, I'm doing it on this one, so I need to roll a 13 or less, so it's 17 minus 4, 13. I rolled an 8, which is great. 8 is great. So I hit you for 6, so it's 5 plus 1, 6. You block 4, so you take 2 damage. I'm going to do it again. Same spell. Same spell. I rolled a 9. So I hit you again for 5 plus 1, 6. You block 4, which is 2. I kill you. And that ends our turn. So now it goes to the enemy's turn. He is going to attack the same person he's been attacking, who attacked him. So he needs to roll a 15, 14, 13 to hit me. He rolled a 9. So he's going to hit me for 5 with poison. I'm not weakened against poison, so 5, defense 4. I take 1 damage. And that ends his turn. I didn't get my XP for those. Sorry, for the terrorize, I didn't take my XP, and for the 2 hits, I didn't do my XP. So she'd be almost missed that. Okay. Back up. How are you back up? Keeping track of the XP is where it gets tricky. That's why I have to slow myself down sometimes. So he is going to attack just straight up attack. This is going to be a 16 or higher. I rolled a 5. My low rolls, right? I rolled a 5, so I hit. So it is for 5 damage. You block, but you block 3, but you still take 2. You're dead. When they die, of course, I get my experience. When they die, that was you get to auto reveal the treasure. So there's a Phoenix gift. First one. Add +1, add fire damage to regular attacks, and this is a staff. It's 2-handed staff. She can't use staffs, which I really wish she could, but he can, and I don't care if he does. And the other one is, all right. So this is Dogger's Bane. If you sell it, it could be worth 4 gold. Only people at level 3 can equip it. Can equip, not carry. Equip. 2 fight. Heal 1 health with each hit. Cannot exceed max health. This is cool. But he's going to leave that on the dungeon tile. And when you leave these things on the dungeon tile, put them together. You get these lovely, lovely, lovely things. And you mark which tile it's on. So that is on the A tile. These over. So they're on the ground. You would have to spend an action to pick them up. I didn't refill this. See if there's anything worth going back for. Not really. Well, sure. So his next action, he's going to spend the super health potion to heal 10. So he's going to go back to full. And then his final action, he's going to pick up this Phoenix staff because he's going to sell that bad boy. And that ends his turn. Her turn. She is going to pick up, for one action, this dagger. Because I want to get her to level 3 so she can use that. And this item is, there's no longer items on here. And she is then going to do what do you want to do? She's then going to chill. I think. Yeah, rolling luck is working. It is. So she's gonna chill. So back to his turn. He's gonna move 1, 2, 3 back here. 1, 2, 3. One action left. Remember, you need to have 2 AP to interact. So he's gonna chill. He's gonna stop there and do it next turn. She's gonna stay there. Remember, this is strategy. This is how you play it. You work with what you got. She's gonna spend her entire AP to rest. And when we rest, there's story elements in here, I promise. But I just gotta make sure I do resting right. All heroes may rest if they have all their AP available, and no heroes or enemies are focused on it. A resting hero has 0 noise, cannot be considered closest, and cannot be attacked by the dungeon lord. A resting hero may heal or restore lost life. Calculate it, do some dice rolls, and you find out how much you heal. Yep. So she's going to spend all her AP to rest. She's going to sit down and breathe. Gets all his back. He's going to. The next round, he's going to spend 2 AP to interact with the guy. He's going to sell this for 2. And then he's going to buy the superior health potion. Then, for his last 2, he'll move 1, 2 heading. That's all his AP. She's going to rest again because, trust me, I don't need to be flippant with her. I did it when I was in my test plays and I died horribly. Alright, so then we'll go to the next round. He will move 1. He will move again. Then he will interact with that debris. Draw a debris card. He gets a power scroll. Every hero in the room gains 2 power for 3 turns. That's cool. That's cool. It costs 2 AP to execute. So basically, it's not like you use the power scroll and then you wait, right? You just wait until you encounter something. As soon as you execute, it starts the countdown for 3 rounds for 3 turns. All right, so he's got 1 AP left. Let's go back the other way. So his last AP. Y'all like fighting, right? Let's do it. That'll end his turn. You're gonna get attacked as soon as I do this, aren't you? No, you are. No, Sure. She's gonna move. This is like the worst idea I've ever done. And then she's gonna search the debris. It's enemies. It's enemies. Yep. It's enemies. Waste of time. As you clear away the debris, you realize that there is nothing here. As you stand to leave, you see minions forming to attack you. Draw as many minions as there are heroes, plus 1. So 3. So we grab the top loot, put it down. Then 1, a werewolf. Yep. 2, a skeleton archer. And 3, skeleton warrior. Ugh. This is, why do I listen to y'all? Why? Alright. So she's gonna try to minimize a lot of this. Here we go. She is, for her last action, before she takes a ridiculous amount of damage, she's gonna use Terrorize. Cause great fear to come over one enemy who will flee away from battle. She's gonna try to get rid of this guy who hits for 9 and has fire damage, which is going to hurt her terribly. So she's gonna try for him. Her knockdown to hit is 17 minus 5, which is 12, minus 2, which is 10. She's got to roll super low. 14. Swing and a miss. Alright, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. So he's gonna attack first. He needs to roll an 18, 17, 16. So he needs to roll a 16 to hit, which should not be a problem for you. A 14. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Alright, so he's gonna do 9 damage. Plus fire damage, which is 11 damage. Remember that 11 damage I was telling you about? 11 damage. She blocks 3 of that. So that's 8. So she's going to take 8 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from him. Going down to 7 health automatically. Awesome. He's going to attack. Combine the power of all skeleton archers in the room for one extra. This is grand. Okay, so you need a 15, 14, 13 to hit. 15! Oh! Okay, so you missed. +1 for each skeleton in the room. So each skeleton, so there's 2 of them. He's going to hit hard, but it's 16, 15, 14. Oh, yeah, this is a bad decision. 19! Another miss! Another miss! Oh my god. Oh, that ends the round. That ends the round. She will go back up. He will go back up. Oh, Ingolf! Can you please come on over and help somebody out? So, here's the interesting thing about battle, okay? I want you to keep this in mind when you play this game. Only because there's only 3 enemies out that I can attack any one of them. If, for any reason, and let me grab just this upside down one because I don't want to know who it is. If for any reason it's like this, where there's another row, the only thing he can attack is the back row. Thematically, it's 3 enemies has Sarah against the wall. There's one waiting to come in. Ingval comes in and it can attack the ones in the back and then move forward and attack the ones in the front. So since there isn't, he has free reign of this fight. Alright. Ingval. We need to take the heat off of some of these things. I think I need you to distract that werewolf. That's what I think. So we're gonna do Venom Fang, which costs 2 actions. And you're gonna attack that werewolf. I need to roll, so I get a +2, but he has a -2, so that'll negate, so it's still just straight 14. I rolled an 8. Thank you. So it is 5 + 2, 7. That's 7 damage coming to him, and poison. But he's not weakened to poison. So 7 minus 5, 2. So he takes 2 damage. Okay. Plus I get an experience for that hit. 6. And then I'm going to... So now this guy here is engaged with me. Should have done the scroll of power. Ugh. But that's okay. I'll do it next round and then get it going. So then I will just do a regular attack on the same guy. I need to roll 14 or less. I rolled a 13, which is great. So I hit for 5. He blocks 5, which you would say it's 0, no damage. Remember what I told you before. If it's 1, 0, or -1, it's 1 damage. So I hit him for 1, taking him to 3. That ends my turn. You are going to spend an action to not die. 4, 5. I'm going to let you use the 10 for... I'm going to let you use this one. So you're going to use this. Heal all the way to max. Then you're going to use 2 action points to use Terrorize. we're going to use it on this skeleton because he's super powerful. So it's 17 minus 4, which is 13. Oh, God. I rolled an 8. That was off to the side. I rolled and it's like I missed the thing and it flowed over and it was an 8. I promise. I'm playing fair. So it would have been a 17 minus 4, which is 13, minus 2, 12, 11. I rolled an 8, which works. You run away from the fight. I get an experience for that. Yeah, because I missed the last hit. That didn't work. I did get my experience for hitting you both times. I didn't do 7. Okay. Their turn. You're engaged with him now. So the attack is going to be 18 minus 2, 16. You rolled a 19. He shake and bake you. Then you are going to attack her. So combine the power of all skeleton archers in the rooms, just you. So it's a 15, 14, 13 to hit her. You rolled a 2, so you hit. You're doing, because it says all the skeleton archers in the room, including himself, so it's 5 minus 3 takes 2, going down to 13. That ends the round. All right. You go first. I don't think I need to power up just yet. So you will you will replenish. You will that'll be 7, which would be 2 and 1. Yep, let's do it. We're gonna Venom Fang again. So for 2, we're gonna Venom Fang. It's going to be a 14 because it's minus 2 to my plus 2, so that negates. So it's a 14 or lower. Natural 20. Miss. Cool. I'm gonna do it one more time. An 11. Perfect. That hits. So it is 5, 6, 7 on 5. 2, putting you at 5. You've got 1 health left. Fire would have had an effect on hit. Cool. That ends your turn. Your turn. Let's get rid of this guy. So we're going to use Terrorize again, costing 2, 1, 2. It's going to be 17 minus 3. So it's 14, 13, 12, 17. Awesome. I'm going to do it again because now my dice rolls trash. 19. Even better. That was a wasted turn. Okay. You are going to attack. Yours is an 18, 16, 15 to hit. You rolled a 7. Of course you did. You're going to hit for 9. Minus 4, which is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going down to 9 health. And you're doing fire damage, but his ice shield says fire has no effect. You are going to attack her for 15, 14, 13. 14. Miss. Next round. Come on. All right. I'm going to have her go first. She's going to spend 1, 2. And the order doesn't matter to do Terrorize, which is a 2. It's supposed to be 17, 16, 15, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. I rolled a 2. Gotcha. Got an experience point for that. You're out. She's alive. Okay, she's going to try it again. This time on this guy. So this time it's a 17 minus 5, which is a 12. Which is a 10. Minus 2. 10. I rolled a 6. Yes! She gets an experience point. And he skedaddles. The treasure she finds is a dog Roth scale mail. That's for level 3s. Unfortunately. So, for level 3s for chest, +4 to armor, draw 1 extra Lord of Events card each turn. But it's on the floor. She is out of action to pick that up. Ooh. Okay. That hurt. That hurt a lot. That hurt a lot. Oh, that hurt a lot. I think we should probably chill for a second. He is going to use all his AP to rest. And let's talk about rest, because remember I said they would have to use all their AP on his turn. So he is going to rest, and to gain some health back, what he needs to do is a hero currently has a health of 4, so he rolls a d20. So it says, calculate if a hero gains health when resting. Roll a d20. If the roll is less than or equal to 20 minus the hero's current health, that hero heals 6. Okay, so if the roll is less than or equal to 20 minus the hero's current health. Okay. So 18 minus. If the roll is less than or equal to 20 minus 20. Why am I rolling? Calculate if the hero regains health when resting. Roll 1d20. If the roll is less than or equal to 20 minus the hero's current health, the hero heals 6. For example, a hero currently has a health of 4. So the target is 20. Why do I have to roll a d20 then? So the target is 20 minus 4 or 16. If the player rolls 1 through 16. Oh! Okay, so 20 minus 9. What is wrong with my brain? 11. 20 minus 9 is 11. So then if my health, if the player rolls, so if I roll a 1 through 16, then the hero gains health. So I would have to roll a 1 to 11, and I rolled a 18, so I don't gain any health. That's weird. Okay. Yep, that's how that works. Because the next example explains it. So 20 minus 9 is 11. I needed to roll a 1 to an 11 to gain 6 health. I rolled an 18. No good. Therefore, it did not work. And that ended the round. Okay. Wow. I need rest. Need rest. I need rest. I'm going to try it one more time for one final round for both of them. So, first for him, he's going to spend on his. We're trying to get a 1 to an 11. I got a 2. Perfect. I heal 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that puts me back at full. Your turn. 7. So you need to roll a 1 to 7. 20 minus 13 is 7. I can do math. I rolled an 18. Nothing. All right. Next round. We're going to leave that sitting on the floor. We are going to another fight. You want to do another fight? Let's do it. Move 1 to move into this area. What's the fight? Let's do it. There is a low hum in the corner of the room. It's hard to see anything. The mist is so thick. Feel something brush against your side. Are you ready to die? The hum can wait. So draw. I know, right? I know, Kate. I know. Draw 2. The number of heroes 2 plus 2 minions, so 4. So we're getting into another fight. So remember the whole thing of 4. So 1, another werebear. 2, a werewolf. 3, a subdemon. This is going to hurt. 4, fighter. If attack hits, then hero cannot subtract AP. I've been messing up this whole stinking time because I forgot that rule, and somebody else who's watching this has probably been watching for over however long the stream's been going and yelling at me the entire time. Okay, Let me explain what I did wrong. And it's okay. I've only had 3 fights, and this is the first dungeon. Oh. Okay. What I've been doing wrong, and we'll go through this fight so I can show you. So his first move was to move into that area where he encountered these enemies. He encountered these enemies, and these enemies are going to attack him. But you notice these enemies have, whenever I'm going to fight this werewolf, I get a minus modifier. They too get a minus modifier. No matter what, and it's not because of my ice shield. It's not because my ice shield says -2. Their minus modifier is how much AP I have. And I forgot to do that this entire round. And I'll explain that because we gotta fight them. So I'll explain how that goes, and I feel like an idiot. So, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna turn the scroll on just yet. So, first thing I'm gonna do, so probably gone sold that thing and bought stuff. I can only attack the front row because I'm a melee character. You'll deal ice damage, which will hurt. Fire don't care about. Poison don't care about. But you hit hard, you hit harder, and your hits are potentially terrible. So let's go for Venom Fang against the Werebear. Against the Werebear. So it is -1, so it's 14, 15, 16, -1, 15. 15 or lower. I rolled a 10. Sweet. I do 5, 6, 7. He blocks 5. Take. Oh, nope. He adds poison. Oh. So I do 7. Blocks 5. He takes 2. And then I'm just going to do a regular attack next. And that's a 14, 15, 16, 15. I rolled a 7, which hits. I hit you for 5. You block 5, so you just take 1 damage. Okay, our turn. Alright. So what she's going to do, because her range is 3, so she can stay in that room and peg all day, she is going to use 2, terrorize. Use is okay. I'll just terrorize. So she's gonna do that against this. She can't. Her range is 3, so she can hit anybody in any row because of the target 3 on her card. All right. So let's hit the werewolf. Let's get rid of him. He's a problem. So I'm gonna try to get rid of him. It's 17 minus 5, which is 12. You're kidding me. You're kidding. Stop it. Stop it. I'm going to do it again. Oh, come on. 16. 19 and the 16. Okay, their turn. He might die. So, yikes. Yikes. Alright, so his is 18 to hit. This is where I was doing it wrong. His is 18 to hit. My AP is 4 because of this. So it's 18 minus 4, which is 14. Minus 2. 12. So he hits on the 12 or less. That's where I made a mistake. AP also helps you block. That's your modifier against them. So 12. 13, that's a miss. You are 18 minus 4, 14, minus 2, 12. 5, you do hit. So it says +1 power when joined by any number of werewolves. So you don't join by any number of werewolves. Are they still good? Okay. So Sorry, there's that delay. Alright, so he hits. So he does 9 minus 5, 4, taking me to 10 health. Ugh. Wait a minute, I hit that guy twice, and I didn't do my. See, this is the thing that I'm talking about, where I forget to do my. So I'm at 9. You! You good sir. You will attack me. 15 minus 4, it's 11. 10, 9. So on a 9, roll a 6. Of course you rolled a 6. Of course you did. I can't roll a 6. So why not you? You hit for 5, I block for 5, but you do 1 damage. And it's ice damage, which I'm weak to. I don't block that, so actually you're doing 3 damage to me. I go to 7. Because 1, because it's 0. 2, because I'm weak to ice. He's in the back row. He is not ranged. I am not in that room, so he's not going to attack me. So I'm good. Okay, next round. Let's spend 1 action to heal. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Then I'm going to spend 2 actions. No, I don't. I can spend 1 action to kill you. 5 and 5. No, I can't. No, I can't. I have to spend 2. 2 action. It is 14, 15, 16. I rolled a 6. I'm gonna die in this dungeon. I mean, just attack him again for 1. So I can level up. That would be great. Alright, so I'm gonna try to attack him for 14, 15, 16, 15. That hits. So you take 1 damage because it's 5 damage I'm doing to you. Minus 5, so it's just 1. Okay, you're at 4 health. I go to level 10. I mean, experience point 10. I level up! Yay! So my health automatically 15. I get a new spell. So I automatically get this guy. Kronos. For 3 AP, gain the number of AP next turn based on level. Does not stack. All AP must be expended next turn. So basically, if I spend 3 AP this round, next round I get 4. So pretty much. Next round I get 4 on top of what I have, so I get 8. What it's not bad. If I could survive the next round, that's actually pretty powerful. Okay, that ends my turn. Your turn. Come on. Please. Please. You got 1 job. 1 job. That guy. It is 17 minus 5, 12 minus 2, 10. Please. Rolled an 11. I rolled an 11. All right. Let's try to get rid of this guy. How about that? Let's get rid of him. So the last one, it is, I need to roll a 13, 12, 11. 11. Hey, I rolled an 11. So he's gone. I get an XP for that. Guy will slide down, which is kind of bad. Alright, their turn. You're going to attack me. You need to do 18 minus 4, 14 minus 2, 12. Roll a 14, that's a miss. 18 minus 4, 12 minus 2. 18 minus 4, 12, 14. 14 minus 2. So you roll a 14. So 18 minus 4 is 14, minus 2 is 12. You roll a 14, you miss. Your turn. 14 minus 4 is 10, minus 2 is 8. You roll a 3. Of course you did. Of course you did. Why not? If attack hits, then hero cannot subtract AP until the enemy attacks. Not the hell is that? Hero cannot subtract. Oh, you mean from an attack? Gotcha. I can't subtract AP from an attack. So that 4-1 counts against the next battle until this thing attacks again. But it deals 4 minus 5, which is -1. Remember, -1 is still 1. For 1 damage. Cool, cool, cool. Go back up 4. Go back up 4. You are going to go first. 2. This is all I can do with her. This is all I can do with her. So let's see if we can get rid of this werewolf here. So 17 minus 5 is 12, minus 2 is 10. 19, yay! I'm gonna do it again, because that's my life now. Yes! Oh! Yes! A 1! Crit fail, where have you been? So I did it. He's out. I get an XP. That ends my turn. Okay. You are just going to do a regular attack. So this is 14, 15, 16, 15. 2. That's what I needed. Hit you, you're dead. So when you level up, this thing goes all the way back down to 0, and then now you start making your way all the way up to and this point level. Now I have to make all my way to 12 to go to level. All right, so that was 1. Can I kill you? 7. I probably can. So then I'm going to do this to Venom Strike, which is going to be 14. Sorry, no blocks. So it's 14, 15, 16. So 16 or lower. 18. Sweet. Regular attack. 16. 14. That hit. Disappoint me. All right, so that's 5 minus 4. 1. All right, your turn. You're going to do 14, 13, 12. I don't add this because of that ability. 17. That's a miss. You can do it! So that's a miss. You missed me. You went, so that doesn't affect me this time. Next round, it's going to count against you. Alright, we need to get her level up because it's ridiculous. So she's going to go first. And she's going to try to make this thing flee. So it's 17 minus 4, 13. We got a 5. Bye-bye. And she gets an XP for that, so she's almost there. We find a searing light. I really need to get to level 3 to use that. And a health potion. Yay! Okay. So that's what's going to be on the ground. Yep, there are different letters. So that was her 2 to terrorize. She's going to spend 1 move in here. And she is just going to sit down and chill out. This turn, he's going to spend 1, pick these up. Once both of these gets the potion and that. His carrying capacity is 5. He's got 4 items in bag. And his next action is going to be to move into this room. And his next action is going to be to use this lovely, lovely key that he got to open this treasure chest. Found 1 gold. Top left. 1 gold. He has to go back here to trade it in. He doesn't automatically get it. And that ends his turn. Alright. You're alive. I'll give you that. Let's start heading back. Let's get back here, and then we will find out what's going on. Okay, so you'll go first. You've got 4. So 1, 2. We're gonna pick this up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be her turn. He has 4 movement now. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Catch up with her. Next round. 1, 2, and then the 2 for the 4 to sell this for 3. Do some shopping. He's gonna sell that. She is gonna sell that. Sorry. It's 3 coin for it, and she is going to buy something. What she's gonna buy? Something. Oh, that costs. Cool. Add poison damage to attack for 3 turns to start after use. Add ice damage to attack for 3 turns. We're running into a lot of people who are weak against fire and ice. Place 1 hero in any revealed dungeon, then so that's a teleportation, but it costs 4. I've only gotten 3. I'm going to buy the ice pearl for 1, and get a key because I don't want him to be the only one that's opening stuff. And that'll be the end of her turn. His turn, he'll spend 1, 2, and then the other 2. Sell that. Get 1 coin. This gets refreshed for him. That'll work. That is some luck. He will spend these 2. Get that. Thank you. And that will be his turn. So group teleport scroll. That would be cool. So he can carry 5. He's got 5 items. He's at capacity. He's got a 5 and 10. So good. He's got a 5. Well, so she's okay. And she's got 1, 2, 3, 4 with her bag, so she's full up too. She's good. Awesome. So next round. Bodies. There's 1 more mist card, which I don't feel like fighting anybody. But it gives me experience, and I need her to level up. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for her. And for him, 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. I really need her to level up. So I am going to actually do this start of the round. Next round. 1, 2. Let's find out who we're fighting. You're covered in the mist. Fear begins to well up inside you. You know how dangerous the mist can be. You wait. Nothing happens. It's just fog. Really? All that fighting? Okay, so that was 1, 2 to go up there. 1 to search the body, so you've got 1 left. So you are going to move here. Let's see what's. Oh, sorry, I can't do that. I only had 1 action, so I just moved. End turn. Okay, you are going to move 1, 2, 3, and then search that body. Oh man! Oh boy! Reanimated body. Reanimated bodies will regenerate all health if its attack roll is an 18 or 20. Wow. That's a tough guy. That was all her turn to get there because it was 1, 2, 3, 4. So she drew that. He gets to fight with her. So 14 minus 4 is 10. Minus 2 is 8. So 1 to 8. Sure, why not? So you hit her for 6. She has a shield of 3, so she takes 3. And she goes down to 10. Cool. Next round. He needs to go first. He's going to spend these 2. So 17 minus 5. That is 12 minus 2, so that's straight up 10. I roll a 3. That's what I needed. Bye-bye. Run away. There is an assassin boon. 1 additional power for backstab ability. I don't have the backstab ability, but the assassin does. So this is a cool weapon for her that is there for people who play the assassin, which we will play eventually. That's on the ground. She's full up in her inventory. Nothing really I want to buy. She gets this for chasing it off, which levels her up. Get her spell. Medusa's Gaze. During combat, lower one target's will to attack. Lower their power base on level. So for one AP at range 3, I can lower somebody's attack by 2. That's clutch. That is clutch. Okay, so that's her level up. So she will go to level 2. She will get her health all the way back up to 16. This will go back to 0. Okay. That's pretty clutch. Okay. She's already at health. She did 2 to make it run away. Then she'll move to 1, 2. Let's go find out what's in these chests. I think we're good on leveling. I think we're good. His turn, he's gonna move 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4 to check out what's in this chest. Come on, do it. 2 gold. His inventory is filled to capacity, so we'll just put that on the ground. Put it on the ground. And that will end his turn. That's his 4. Next round, he's going to go first. 1, 2, 2. All right, here we go. Campaign stuff. You try to open the chest, use a key, you bash it, and you try picking the lock. It just won't open. Read event 1. Ooh, yay. Alright, so story, lore, wonderful lore. Alright. Simon jabs his lockpick back into its case. His lip curls in disgust. I can't pick this lock. There's some magic at work here. Then step aside, friend, and I will try. Suffering twists her. Oh, I should have said it in a higher voice. Then step aside, friend, and I will try. Suffering twists her fingers into an arcane shape, and they begin to emit a purple glow. Her brow furrows, and she closes her eyes in concentration. Finally, with a gasp, she releases her spell. If it is ensorcelled, is that a word? It is beyond my skills to dispel. Move, weaklings! Akachi Bello shoves his way between the two and swings downward with his axe with enough force to reduce 3 chests to kindling. The blade strikes and bounces off, nearly flying off out of his hands, and a deep ringing tone fills the room as if an enormous bell had been rung. The tone pulses through the place for the space of 3 heartbeats, vibrating in their bones and then fading away. Clearly we missed something, drawls Armiger. Okay. We must retrace our steps and find whatever key or mechanism will open this chest. So, search through the dungeon again until you find the mechanism to unlock the chest. A tile must be cleared of all other tokens, body, myths, etc. before it can be searched. Place room markers to indicate searched rooms. To explore the tiles, spend 2 AP and roll a d20 and follow the guide. On a 1 to 10, nothing. On an 11 to 15, you're attacked by 3 minions for making all that noise. On a 16 to 20, read event 2. So we need to roll a 16 to 20 and not an 11 to 15. So he did 2. Gulp. He's going to do his 2 AP to search the room that he is in. Okay. Gulp. He's gonna. So I need to roll, and I need to roll either a 1 to 10 or a 16 to 20. Ooh, mama. A 12. Yay. So you are attacked. Draw 3 minion cards. Awesome. Awesome. Skeletal Fire Mage. Another Werebear. and a skeleton fire mage. I'm going to be attacking him, but he's used all his skills. Cool. Cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. She, her turn. Gulp. Let's see if we can make some people. My Alexa kicked in for some reason. I don't know why. So I'm going to move 1. Then I'm going to terrorize for 2. And I'm going to terrorize the skeleton dude. I could do the werebear. He's harder. I'll do the werebear. The werebear would be 10. The skeletal dudes would be 11. So I'll do the werebear. I'll terrorize the werebear. Wow. Wow. Just wow. Okay. Skeleton guy. Fire has no effect on me, so at least that's 17 minus 4, 13, minus 2, 11. 11. Right, why not? Why not? So 5, 4 to defense, so I take 1 damage. You attack. 18, 4, 14, to 12. 7 plus 2 power for every werebear in the room. So 7, 8, 9, minus 4, 5. 1, 4, 5. 8 health. You. 17, 4, 13, 11. 5, 4, 1. You are telling me. So she can't do anything, but they can. Let's do a terrorize. Let's try the werebear again. Got it. So it's 17, 5, 12, minus 2. Oh, minus 1. Sorry, I'm level 1. I would have scared him off last time. Oh! I would have scared him off. Because when I'm at, let me show you this. So this thing levels with you. This thing levels with you. At level 1, it was minus 2. But at level 2, it's minus 1. So it would have been 17 minus 5, which is 12, minus 1, which is 11, and I rolled an 11. We're gonna retcon that. You go away. I would have gotten an experience for that. You would have not taken 9 damage. Not 9. Been 7, 8, 9, minus 4. You would have not taken 5. You'd have been at 12. Wow, that was a good screw up. So the terrorize that I rolled just now did take. It did hit. You would have ran away this time. I'd have gotten an experience. And then they would be 1. And I'm going to use my last 2 actions. Terrorize again. To be 17. Sorry. 17, 4, 13, minus 1, 12. That's a miss. Okay. His turn. What would I be hitting for? I'd be hitting not enough. I'm going to... Let's try this out. I'm going to do Chrono. I'm going to spend 3 AP. 1, 2, 3. To turn on Chrono. Gain that number of AP next turn based on level. Does not stack. All AP must be expended. So I can't do it more than once to build up a lot of attack. But I got 1 attack left. I am going to attack this guy regularly. Normally, regularly. For 14, 15, 16. I got a 15. I hit for 5. He blocks 4. Takes 1. His turn. He's going to attack me. It's a 17 and 4, 13, 12, 11. He got a 4. He did hit me for 5. Block 1, so I take 1 damage. So I block 4. I take 1 damage. End of round. Oh, yes. I get so much turns this round for him. And you go up to 4. So 4 plus what I had, which is 4, which would be 8, but I max out at 7. You can't exceed. Keep this in mind. You cannot exceed what you have. Jim, would you say, how do you rate this compared to other dungeon crawlers? I think it's unique. And it's unique. It's unique. It's its own thing. I'm trying to think what's the best way to describe it. I'll give you my theory. I'll give you my thoughts, pros and cons at the end. I'll give you my pros and cons at the end so you can, and I'll tell you how I feel. How I feel about it. Alright. Nerd. Time to get pummeled. We are going to Venom Fang this guy for 2 because we can waste stuff. And I need to do a 14, 15, 16. And I rolled a 12. So I do 5, 6, 7 minus 4 is 3. I kill you straight out. Experience point. And what's the loot? A shield. I already have a shield. That's somewhere on the floor. And this room has been searched. It has been searched. Okay. Then we'll do another action. Move here. We'll do another action. Get treasure chest, which is 4 gold. And I really should pick it up. Right now it's on the floor. I need to we are going to search now for 2. 1, 2. And I roll my die. Another 12. What is happening? What is happening? 1, 2. Hey, if this levels me to 3, whatever. 3. So 2 subdemon and then ice skeletal me. Okay. You have 1 action left. Your last action, my good sir. Your last action. All you can really do is attack. So you're gonna attack. I don't know. They all deal ice damage for weak. So you'll attack subdemon number 1. 14, 15, 16. 16 straight, so that hits. I deal 5 damage, you block 4, so take 1. That ends my turn. You get to attack range 3 with Terrorize. So you don't need to move. Please work. 1, 2. So I'm going to get rid of one of them. They're all 4. Let's get rid of this subdemon because I just don't like him. So he is going to attack. So he will be let's see. So it's 17 minus 4 is 13. 12 sorry. Dang it. I keep doing it. 17 minus 4 is 13 minus 1 12. I got a 12. Bye-bye. Yawn. Get an XP for that. Then I'll do it again. Same thing. Need 12 or lower. 19. Straight up whiff. Alright. Your turn. You're going to attack for 15 minus 4 is 11. 10, 9. So 1 to 9. You got an 8. Of course you did. 5 plus 2 because I'm weak to ice. So 7. 7 minus 4. 3. 3. Your turn. 17 minus 4 is 13. 12, 11. So 1 to 11. You got a 15. That's a miss. Okay. Go back to 4. 4. You'll still go first. You know, right? You'll still go first. I'm going to do this. I'm trying to get rid of this guy. So it is 17, 4, 13, 12. I got a 10. Gone. XP. By hook or by crook, I will level up to level 3, I assume. Then I'm going to do it one more time to this guy. So same thing, 12. 13, that's a miss. Your turn. You are going to Venom Fang for 2. 2. You need to hit this demon for 6. I got a 6. Sweet. So I got 5, 6, 7. Minus 4 is 3. That kills you. Flip this over. Breastplate. Draw one less account work. And it's a level 2 one. I'm going to spend that, pick that up, equip it, because it's for level 2. So how do we know? Level 2. Gives me 2 more defense. Ran. 6 defense. And I searched that room, and that happened. Okay. Okay. I have one more action left. So I'm going to move here. That ends the round. You're going to rest. That's what you're going to do. And so 20 minus 8 is 12. So I need to roll, because 12 plus 8 is 20. I can count. I need to roll a 1 between a 1 and 12. Roll 15. Nope. You are gonna. That was the end of your turn. You. And do AP to search the room. Roll a 14. What was 14? Well, a werewolf. A spider. Why is this happening to me? A fire mage. Okay, so let's get rid of the werewolf. My last 2 XP, please. And it is a 17 minus 5 is 12 minus 1 is 11. I got a 4. Werewolf's go. And that ends my pain. This brings new pain. Alright. So spider's gonna attack. 14 minus 4 is 10. Minus 2, 9, 8. So 1 to 8. You got a 9, dude. You missed. You are 17 minus 4 is 13. Minus 2 is 11. 15. Swing and a miss. Alright. So, new round. Come on, dude. I need your help. So come on in here. And then you're going to spend 2 to Venom Fang. So it is 14, 15, 16. I got a 4, which is great. So that is 5, 6, 7. 7 minus 4, 3. Take that. And then finally, my last attack, I'm just going to attack you straight up for 16. Hit a 16, so it's 1 to 16. That's 14 plus 2. Hit him for 16. I do 5 damage. Kill him. Get an XP. Didn't get an XP for you for scaring 2 people off. 1 person up. 2 people off. Yep. Right. Okay. Your turn. No, my turn. Let's scare you off. So that's 17, 13, 12. 8. Scared you off. Got an XP for that. Got a bow. You can't use the bows. Neither can you. And that place searched. Wow, that sucked. That sucked. Okay. Okay. Beginning of the round. Healing. Alright. We're gonna spend this 5 for 1 heal for 5. 5 takes you to 13. You were 4. And then we're going to spend 1 to move here. Then we're going to spend 2 to search that area. 12! 12 again! I rolled 3 12. What is happening? What is... Oh, that's the loot. It's like, is happening to me right now? What is happening to me right now? That was all his XP. She is going to try to terrorize. I keep rolling 12s. This is going to be a tough one. This has to be a 10 to get rid of you. This is a 12. This is a 13. 14. You gotta go. So let's get rid of you. So we're gonna do 2 to terrorize. That'll be 17 minus 4, 13 minus 1, 12. I keep rolling 12s. Did it? 9. You're gone. Got an XP from that. And then I'll do it again. This guy's a lot tougher because it's a 6. That would be tougher to do. This one's a 3. It's a lot better. So let me do this one. 7 minus 3 is 14. Minus 1, 13. Got a 1. You're gone. Another XP. That ends our turns. You're up. You're up. 17 minus 4, 13, 12, 11. So 1 to 11. 4. So you hit. You're doing 5 damage. 5 minus 6, negative 1. So you still get me for 1. Remember, 1, 0, or negative 1. Okay. New round. I'm going to use my handy dandy new spell to go around with beating you to death. So I'm going to spend 3, 1, 2, 3 to power up next round, and then I'll just spend 1 attack to attack you straight up. 16. 3 hits. I do 5 damage minus 6, negative 1, which is 1 damage. Tough guy. You are going to terrorize. 4, 1, 2. So it is 17 minus 6, which is 11, minus 1, which is crit fail. And then I'll do it one more time. Got it. You're out. That's 3. You're gone. I get an XP. I'm 2 XP away from leveling up to level 3. And we find a Peak Blessing. This is cool. Once again, another cool thing. Okay, and we search that room. There we go. Alright, that ends the round. Up 4. Back up 4. We're going to spend 1 to move here. Spend 2 search. Come on. A 4. What does a 4 do? You find nothing. So no enemies attack this round. So we find. And 1 more move here. You're going to move 1, 2, 3. Stop there. That'll end your turn. Go back up to the next round. You're going to spend 2 to search. An 8. Nothing. When it counts, it just doesn't work. Alright, so that ends that. That was 2. Then you'll spend 1 move here. That ends your turn. You are going to go 1 here. Stop, and you're done. Next round. I'm gonna spend 2, 1, 2. What is happening? An 8. Nothing. An 8 is nothing. Yep, 110. Another 8. Nothing. Because I don't want her getting into a fight. And then I'll spend 1 to move. She will spend 1 to move here. We're just gonna take it by the numbers. You're lightly trolling me. Alright, so so back up to, she's just gonna move 1 and stay there. He is going to come up. Let's spend the 2. 1, 2. 12! Another 12! Oh my god! What is happening? Why? Okay. Okay. I'm going to bet him. I'm going to bet him strike. 1, 2. This Venom strike this guy. And I need a 16 or less. I roll an 8, so it is 5 plus 3 because I'm level 2, 8. So it's 8 minus 3, which is 5. I kill you. Get this, and that ends. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Your turn. Let's spend those lovely 2, 1, 2 to terrorize this guy. So it's going to be 17 minus 4, 13. Minus 1, 12. I rolled a 10, which gets rid of him, which puts me to 11. And then I'll do 1 more. This is unreal. All right, so I'll try to terrorize him out. So it's 17 minus 5, which is 12, minus 1, which is 11. I rolled a 2. Sweet. He's gone, and I level up. I level up. So I level up to 3. I get my 3rd level spell, which is called Mass Hysteria, which is what's happening right now. For all my AP, during combat, roll for each enemy in the room. They're confused on rolls based on level. They're confused on rolls based on level. Oh, 1 to 8. Gotcha. Roll for each enemy in the room. If I roll, they're confused on levels on. Okay, so it's like confused. And what does confused do, you may ask? You may ask. Confused says. Confused combat effect. When an enemy is confused, place a confused token on their card. During their turn, confused enemies will attack an adjacent enemy. If there are no other adjacent enemies, they simply do nothing, including attacking the hero. Confusion lasts 1 turn. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Okay. So she went up to level 3, which takes her to 17 health. This is a. And what was the stuff that fell? Stormwind Sabatons. Ooh, which will give him another action, which I'm okay with. So next round, his turn. He's gonna pick these up and put them all. Oh no, you gotta be level 3. You gotta be level 3 to wear him. He's not level 3. We're at 5 action zone. No, I think I'd rather him at 5. So that'll sit on the floor until he gets level. And he can equip level weapon level 2. All about. Okay, so get him the level, which should not be a problem. All right. He searched that. So at the beginning of the round, he will move 1, 2. So that takes it down to 2. And then he will spend 2 actions. 19! I rolled a 19! Yay! 19! Alright. 19. You discover a hidden lever and pull it. You hear the creaking of gears moving into the walls. The sound seems to lead back the way you just came. Read event 2. Huh. Okay, okay. Because I was like, this is bad. The companions making their way back to the room that contained the stubborn chest. Unsurprisingly, the lid is now cracked open. So they make their way back to the room, which was this one containing the stubborn chest. Okay? Unsurprisingly, the lid is now cracked open. I trust this not at all, Simon states dourly. This is the only lead we have. Indulf strides forward and lifts the lid. Inside is a single scrap of paper. All who seek shall lose the light of day. In the darkness they will stay. 3 and 3, north and west, the seeker shall not know rest. In the darkness has wept, for in the darkness he is kept. That's it? Howls Akachi. That's what we risked our necks in the stinking pit for? I'm leaving. As he turns to go, a sibilant hiss echoes down the room. Mine. All mine. Sweet. Sweet flesh. Mine. Followed by an echoing crash from deeper in the dungeon. Place the sentinel spider in tile 23. Use any standee to indicate that spider. So this is the sentinel spider. I will show him in a second. And I need... Okay. There is no sentinel. Oh, there's just bosses. Okay, so we need something to indicate this dude. I'm going to use this pit of lava on 23. Pit of lava spider. Place sentinel spider in 23. Use any standee to indicate sentinel and place cave-in marker between 3 and 23. So there is no escape. Okay. Begin drawing Lord event cards to determine sentinel spider's movement. Cool, cool, cool. It will act as the dungeon lord. Goal: dig out of the dungeon and escape. If you succeed, move on to dungeon number 2. So this is the finale. So our goal is to dig out of the dungeon. To dig out of the dungeon, we need to make it here, where he is. We need to either kill him or make it out. And I will show you why killing him is tough. But digging out of the dungeon, to dig out, basically it says, if you use your hands without a pickaxe, just use all your AP turn for 4 complete turns to remove the cave-in. You must draw 2 Lord event cards for each of the 4 turns with a noise level of 4. Okay, and let's talk about our sentinel. And you know he's a sentinel because on the back of the card, guess what it says? Sentinel. So, he has 10 health. He hits for 10. And he has a shield of 9, but he takes fire damage. When an attack hits a hero... Wait, when an attack hits, hero loses 4 hero count until... hit chance. 4 hit chance until this enemy attacks again. So basically, what would happen? He hits Ingdolf. Ingdolf then goes to 10 chance to hit. So 1 in 10 instead, or with this, 1 in 12 instead of 1 in 6 until the next spider's turn. He has 10, blocks with 9. Eek. I could confuse him if I roll a 1 to 8 on the combat die with Hysteria. Terrorize does not work. And let me show you why. Terrorize says only affects minions. That's not a minion, that's a sentinel. So that's out. This other one, Burning Vision, doesn't work. I didn't use it before, but it says create an illusion that makes one target think they are on fire. If weak to fire, they will flee. If not, they lose health based on their level. On this level, only affects minions. I never used that during this fight because Terrorize is just so cool. But we got something cool called Lonely Wind. Lonely Wind says lower the defense of one enemy based on level and stun them. Draw one Lord event card. So basically, if I hit this creature on my turn, I lower his defense by 3, taking it to 6, and I stun him, which means he loses a turn. That's cool. That's gonna happen. Okay, so that comes out. We get this is the Lord event deck. So we give this a shuffle. And basically what this does is it says how the minion moves to try to kill us. But we go first. Ooh. I hate shuffling like that. I really do. I really, really. And these are not sleeved because I don't have the right sleeves for these. Okay. So that's how he's going to deal with us on his turn. But we go first at the beginning of the round. That's gone for me because of that cave-in. Well, I need to dig myself out. I can grab it on the run. Okay, so we need to get away from this guy quick. We're not going to engage him. I could turn this on. So my attack would be 5, 8, 9, 10. That's 6. I could hit him for 4. But you have to hit. You have to hit with Lonely Wind. I could potentially kill him. Then we could dig our way out and win. This could backfire so bad. This could backfire so bad. I'm gonna try it, then I'm gonna move. I'm gonna try it, then I'll move. If it works, happy days. If it doesn't work, oh my gosh, because I could put 4 damage on him to start. He hits 10. He can knock me down. I could survive 1 round with him. But then I would be engaged with him and I would have to escape. If I don't do that, he can stay engaged with me and kill me. Ooh. I tell you what, ooh, could be bad. So here's my dilemma. I can try to do Lonely Wind to knock him down to 6 shielding with Lonely Wind at a range of 3. If I hit, which hitting him would be just oh my gosh, it would be hard. It'd be 17 minus 9. It'd be 8. I would have to get a 1 to 8 to hit him. Yeah, no way. I would have to get an 8 to hit him. Chaos Bolt would confuse him. But once again, that's an 8 to hit him. Mass Hysteria, I would roll a die. I'd have to get close. I'd roll a die. And on a 1 to 8, I would confuse him so you wouldn't attack. And then Medusa's Gaze only lowers his fight. But once again, it's an 8. Oh, she is helpless. Okay. So let's move. 1, 2, 3, 4, end your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, end your turn. Then we draw. When you move. Oh shoot! This is for every. No, it's only 1. It's only 1. Whew, that was scary. Okay. When you move, I have to draw a Lord event card because that's his thing. So it says move towards, and I want you to see here. So I can explain this card to you guys who are looking, you all. This number here doesn't matter now. When this number matters is when you do like a one shot, a free one. That number indicates if that tile is out here, the dungeon lord spawns there. But all we care about for this is this. Move one towards hero with 4 noise. Otherwise, move towards the highest hero. If you're in combat, then no movement. So, no, your noise is 3, your noise is 4. Move 1 towards hero with 4 noise. You will move, so it takes 1, 2, 3, 4 to get there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get there. So you're going to move 1 there. That's its movement. Cool. Then, after we finish movement, because he had to do that, then I draw a Lord Event card. It says move 1 towards the highest noise, so you move here. Okay. You don't need this guy moving, so she needs to move first. So she's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. For all her movement. He is going to move 1. He's going to stay there. He's going to move there for 1, and that's it. But because he moved, you have to draw a Lord Event card. Rampage. Alright, this is an interesting one. I'm going to roll a d20. Rampage, he's going to move 3, which will be engaging 12. In whatever direction I roll on a 1 to 5 north until he hits a wall. On a, I think I'm okay here. On a 11 to 15 west, 6 to 10 east, 16 to 20 south. So let's see where he moves. I rolled a 15. So I roll a 15. On a 15, he moves west. He's going to rampage, hit this wall, and go there because he thought that that's where we were. Then, on his turn, he's going to move 1 towards the closest hero. The closest hero is Ingolf. So he will move back 1 on his turn. Then we're back. I think I need Ingolf to move first this time. So, 1 right there. And that movement causes this draw, which is move 1 towards hero with 2 noise. Otherwise, move towards. He has 3 noise. Woo! Otherwise, move towards the highest hero, the highest noise. So move 1 towards the hero with 2 noise. She has 3, so it doesn't count on her. Otherwise, move towards the hero with the highest noise. It's him. Moving up. Then she is going to move 1, 2, and end her turn there. Because she gets to dig her way out. I should have gotten that pickaxe. Okay. Let's see. I gotta reread digging out. Digging out using your hands. All AP each. Your hero must use all AP each turn for 4 complete turns to remove the cave-in. So Ingval's got to keep this guy busy. Okay. So that ends her turn. What are you doing? Move 1 towards a hero with 1 noise, otherwise the highest noise. Okay, now our turn. She's going to spend all her AP to start digging that out. That's 1. And it generates, digging out generates 4 noise. Keep that in mind. 4 noise. Okay. So 4 noise added on to her 3 is 7. He is going to move 1 here, causing this to happen. Move 1 towards the hero with the lowest noise, which right now isn't her. It's him. The hunt is on! And then this creature's turn, move 1 towards the highest noise. The highest noise is her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 4, 5. Oh, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay. So it equals out, so he moves back. Next round, she's going to spend her second turn making noise, digging out. Got 2 more to go. He is not going to move. What are you going to do? He's going to try to rest. 20 minus 12 is 8, so 1 to 8. 14, no go. That's it. Creature's turn. Move 1 towards the closest hero, which is you. 1, 2, 3. You'll move 1. Next round, she will spend her 3rd turn digging. 1 more to go. He is... Oh, that is too close for comfort. I don't want to draw 2. He's going to stay there. Oh no! Oh no! So dig out of the dungeon and escape. It doesn't say all. It just says escape. Okay. All right. All right. He's gonna try to rest again. And it should have been an 8. Nope. No go. Move 1 towards the closest hero. 4th action. She digs it out. That's her stuff. She's done. He is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. Have to pull a card. Move 1 towards the closest hero. We won. Thank God. we won. So he's going to do 1, 2 to pick up these boots. And he's going to drop... He's got a key. She's got a key. He's going to drop this key. So that was... So he went... So it was 1, because he came here 1, 2, 3. Yep. And then he threw. Then he's going to move... 1, 2, pick up the key, 3, and then 4. Has to draw a card. Move 1 towards hero with 4 noise. Otherwise, move towards the highest hero. Bump. Her turn. That was her last turn. Then the creature goes again. Move 1 towards hero with 3 noise. Otherwise, move towards the highest noise hero. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright. Next round. 1, 2, 3. And we're out. We won. We won. We ran out of the dungeon. Okay. So it says if you succeed, so basically goal, dig out of the dungeon and escape, which we did. If you succeed, move on to dungeon 2. So we completed dungeon 1. We won. We ran. And we start riddles and magic for dungeon 2 next time. So what's cool is when you start dungeon 2, every chapter, remember, chapters contain 3 dungeons. Every chapter, you keep everything you found. That's why I grabbed those boots, because I want to have 5 stuff. So when we start next, she will be level 3. He will be level 2. Their experience will be back to 0, but their levels stay consistent, which means their health, their spells, everything they got stays the same. The equipment they have stay. This is a campaign. We did it. We did it! So, I was successful on Dungeons of Infinity. Alright. Let's chat, because I was asked some questions. Jim, you asked me as well. How do I rate this game as everything else? Alright. So let's go up and chat. Okay. Here's what I think. This game's awesome. This game's fun. It's a lot of fun. I was not a fan. So let me say what I think, then I'll do pros and cons. I was not a fan of the one-shots because I'm the lore guy, right? I want a campaign. People say don't make campaigns. I want a campaign. Make a campaign for me. Okay? Make it good. So I want a campaign. Playing the campaign is a lot of fun. It's so varied and different. When we start off the next chapter, it's going to be another set of heroes that has to be in here. So you're going to get to play everybody, which is cool. The Wave Warper was cool with her abilities. These two need to stay for the entire campaign, for the entire chapter. After the chapter's over, you can swap them out and you start back at 1 XP and build them all up. That's how it works. Okay. My pros on this game. Lots of fun. The minions deck, as you can see, there was some replay because I was fighting similar monsters the same way that they were being drawn. But based on my abilities, it was kind of hard, not hard to fight. The shields that I got really helped, and the cloak, because otherwise fire damage would have been burning Ingolf down to death. So my pros: fun dungeon romp. I want to see all the loot because I haven't gone through the entire loot deck. I want to see all the loot. The shopkeeper is a really great idea. Getting to the shopkeeper, fantastic, thumbs up. Dropping items so you can pick them up later, huge pro. Story cards like this one mixed into the dungeon decks, you can find stuff, huge pro. Little mechanics like now walk back through the areas that you've cleared and search to see if you can find the lever to open the chest, huge pro. The being able to boost action points, power defense on the fly as you find equipment and loot from fighting monsters, huge pro. All around fun. All around fun. Yeah. My cons. My cons on this game is for people who are like, I want to go to the merchant and buy whatever I want, but now that I'm stuck with these four and I can't change them out, I can't do anything until the end of the chapter. That may be a con for them. Not for me, I don't care. But that may be a con for them because they might say, I want to be every single time I visit the merchant, I get something different. You can buy it from the merchant, sell it back, and then wait and get something new if you want to spin the merchant that way. You can do that if you have the money. What's another con? Dice luck, but that's life. I mean, it's not a con; it's just life. Dice luck is hard, so I'm not that great at rolling dice, as you saw today. So the game was probably a lot harder for me than it would have been for someone else who is really good at rolling dice. So therefore, dice luck might turn people off. The minion stalking ability might turn people off because they want to probably go into a big fight, or you wanted to see me fight this creature. The creature would have probably leveled. So I ran from it and did exactly what the goal is. Unblock the cave, run away. So I don't have a lot of negatives for this game. I really don't. I wish I could show you this card and these other things that are in here, but I'm playing the campaign, so I won't. It might turn up in more of the campaign stuff. I heard that the campaign's really good. So as of right now, I don't have a lot of cons for it. Dice luck, but that's life, right? Other than that, it's fine. Let me see what else. How do I think this stacks up as to other dungeon crawls? It's not Gloomhaven, and it's not meant to be. All right, let's clear that up first. It's not meant to be Gloomhaven, and it's not. It shows it's not Gloomhaven. But for what it is, tile placement, all that stuff, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. You just move on tiles, you use AP, and you fight. Simple mechanics. These are the things that I love. Simple mechanics. It isn't, okay, you move, then you got to think about this thing 3 days Sunday before you do something again, and then you got to add this number and subtract 30 from the square root of 4. You move, you attack. You saw how Sarah was different from Indulf, right? Sarah, her abilities went against their defense because she's like a mind person. Ingolf is a paladin. He's just straight sword and board. Yeah, I like it. I don't know. All in all, I like it. The cool thing that I'm super looking forward to, because this campaign book here is filled with tons and tons of story and lore, and it has been procured by Sky Kingdom Games, which makes my favorite app, Foreteller, that Foreteller is going to be doing the audio narrations for this game. So it is going to be amazing when that happens. Until then, you're going to have to listen to my voice. But when it comes out, I will be switching over to letting Foreteller do what they do best. and you hearing that. Also, to let you all know that um, that the designer is already creating an expansion for this game, and it's not an expansion like people do to fix problems, like saying this game's broken, so I'm going to make an expansion so that you can um, so that we can fix the problems. That's not what they're doing at all. They're making expansion to add more content, which is great. So we're going to get more minions. We're going to get different dynamics. We're going to get new heroes to play. We're going to get more campaign. So I like this game. This game will be recurring on. This will be recurring on Sunday. So I'll be playing Dungeon next Sunday, and we're gonna go through this story because it's a lot of fun and I'm enjoying it. I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens. So that's it for Dungeons of Infinity by Jack Sproner, who has done a great job. Now, this is a really touching thing I saw too. I want to share this before I leave. This thing is touching. This on the back, and I was confused at first, but it's very kind. So I'll hold this up for you all. Look at this. Come on, focus, focus. How can I get? There we go. Dungeons of Infinity is dedicated to Jack F. Sproner, who made this game possible. So someone who passed away last year, Jack, who possibly named after the designer, dedicated the game to a very, someone close to him who passed. Dad could be his granddad. I don't know, but I think that's super kind of him to do that, and I think that's awesome. He is a really good person. Like, I've reached out to him, and he's answered my questions openly, freely. He wants people to get engaged in the game and ask questions, find anything that's wrong, and bring it up. So I think this game is a must have, and it shows because it's sold out. So, but I think this is a good game for your collection. Your gaming group will enjoy it. If you're a solo player, you can play this game true solo. I'm just playing the campaign, which requires a specific hero, and I want to use two, so I'm playing two-handed. But you can play true solo. That's all I got. That's all I got. I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. Thank you, my Patreon members. Thank you for selecting Sarah. She was unique to play and a lot of fun. Thank you, my YouTube subscribers. I appreciate you so much. I know I made a mistake in terms of, you'll see early on, in terms of dealing with the enemy hitting me, but I caught that. Sorry about that. And I did miss upgrading her experience, but I caught that as well and boosted her up. So, if you see that I made any other mistake, let me know down in the comments. Also, before you leave, before you jump out, there is one other thing I need to say. I'm gonna be doing a giveaway. All right, let's talk about the giveaway. I wanted to get into the gameplay because a lot of people want to get, but let's talk about the giveaway. So I reached out to Levine Children's Hospital to be like, okay, well, I want to donate it to those who are in the hospital and not having a lot. However, with COVID protocols, they said that unless the game is brand new, wrapping, and unopened by anyone, they can't accept because of COVID protocols, which makes sense. So I figured I still want to do a giveaway, and so I am. So I am going to do a giveaway. And this giveaway is going to be that I have games in my collection that I'm cycling out, and I want to give back to the community. So for people who are wondering, okay, how can I take part in this? First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post the link to the giveaway in the chat right now, and then I'm going to add it to the description. Only enter once. The people who qualify for this giveaway is going to be only for this first round. Please bear with me. I'm sorry for my EU and Australian and African and South American. And if you're in America watching this, I certainly apologize, but only for the US and Canada right now because shipping is crazy. So I'll only be doing it for US and Canada for this first go around, and as I develop it out, it'll spread out even further. The game I'm going to be giving away today is going to be Dark Souls, the card game. So all of it. I'm not talking about just the base game. Dark Souls, the card game, the base game, and the 2 expansions. I'm giving it away to the community for you to have. How you enter is, let me do this. I know a lot of people will be like, "Well, you have to like the video." I don't want you to do that. I just want you to enter. If you like the video, like the video. If you don't like the video, then that's just how life goes. All right, so let me get the link right now, and I'll do it as a link. Shorten that link. That is insanely long. Copy, and I'm going to paste it in the chat here. We like your video. There you go. So go to that form, fill out just your name and email address. That's all I need to know, right? And did it pop up yet? Did y'all see it in the chat? Hopefully you did. So I just posted it in the chat. I will be adding it to the description as well for people who want to join after. Okay? Put your name and email address. This is only for the US and Canada right now for this, and I will pay shipping. I am going to pay your shipping, and I will ship this game to you. The rules of it are, here's how it's going to run. Next Sunday, I'm going to pull that entire list, and I'm going to roll a die for how much ever people did and how much ever people got in, and I will give away some games. So if I find that like a lot of people enter, that's cool. I'll break it up into a nice chunk, and I'll give away 2 games. So you'll get a free game. It won't be 2 Dark Soul the card games, but it'll be something else in my collection. I'll just be like, yeah, give that away too. You enjoy it. So put that in there. Fill that out just once. I will only count only one, and submit that. I will then next Sunday. We need to be number one. So I will next Sunday I will be rolling off to see who gets the prize. I will contact you via email if you are a winner and get your address, mail it off to you. Enjoy from me to you. Seriously, no strings attached. I'm not expecting any likes. I'm not expecting any subscribes. This is me just giving back to the community. Okay, you guys have been wonderful to me when I've been really struggling. So giving back. And I will continue to do that until giveaways I've given away. And I have a lot. So I will continue to do that until I give away a ton. And you will all enjoy. It's not showing up in chat. What the heck? Why is it showing up in chat? Let me do this then. I'm gonna put it in the description. Let me put it in the description. Let me put it in the description. 1 sec. And description. And I'm going to add it to the description now. Giveaway. Make it a little bit known. Alright. I'll put enter here down here. Enter here. And save. Okay. I've put the link to the giveaway in the description. So if you refresh and scroll down, you should be able to see it now. So if you refresh and scroll down, you should be able to see it. If you, hopefully that'll show up. If not, I'll take care of it after the stream's over. But that's the giveaway. So remember, just enter once, put your name in there. Dark Souls, the card game, all of it. I'm talking about base game plus Forgotten Past expansion plus the Secrets of Humanity. All of it. Getting it all. Boxes included. Not sleeved. Don't get greedy. So, and I'll pack them to make sure that the cards don't get damaged when they're shipping, because that's how it. Okay. Cool. It shows up in the description. So go ahead and enter there. Like I said, the drawing will be next Sunday. Okay, so you have the cutoff is next Sunday at the stream. That's when cut off. No more. I'm taking away the link. Gone. So you have until next Sunday to enter. I'm gonna post this on BGG so people who are watching this can also join. I'll let everyone know on Facebook who cares to watch it. But just keep in mind that's the giveaway. What if I pay for shipping to my foreign country? I'm okay with that. You know what? I'm okay with that. If you want to pay for your own shipping and you are not in the US and Canada, I'm down for it. Go ahead and enter wall 81270. Yep. If you want to pay for shipping, I'll include you. But if you want me to pay for shipping, it's only the US and Canada. So if you enter and you are not in the US or Canada and you said you'll pay for your own shipping, then when I contact you, if you are a winner, you tell me that, and I will tell you how much shipping is, and we'll take care of all of that. So I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to it. Show the game box. Which game box? Which game box you want to see? The Dungeons of Infinity one, which is up on the top right here? Or the other one? The Dark Souls one? Dark Souls. Here, I'll put it on the table. Show you all three of them. This is all three of them. So these are all three of them that will be sent to the lucky winner. Dark Souls the card game, Dark Souls the card game, Seekers of Humanity, Dark Souls the card game, Forbidden Pass. And I'm a huge stickler for keeping things pristine. So these boxes are pristine. I got a problem with boxes being busted and messy. Nope, these are in top-notch condition. So they are not a mess. They are quite clean. There is nothing going crazy with them. See? They look good. So this will be the giveaway. Okay, there's all of them. The game boxes are in all my game boxes. All of my game boxes are in pristine condition. All right, I'm a huge stickler for that. I don't like dents and dings and scratches and scrapes. Okay. So that's the giveaway. Fill out. Hopefully, I wish you luck. May the odds be in your favor. And thank you for joining me. I will see you. So Wednesday, Monday, I'm going to do a fast play of some sort. It's probably going to either be Marble Champions or Settle Watch. Tuesday, I'm going to do a fast play of some sort. It's probably going to be Marble Champions or another game. Actually, I'm thinking I might do House of Danger. I don't know yet. Wednesday, I don't know what I'm going to play yet. I might do. I don't know. I've started learning another game, so I want to give a huge shout out to Jason Keene, who is a Patreon member. I want to give a huge shout out to him. He sent me Destiny by Lucky Duck Games. I want to play that game, so I'm trying to figure out how to play that game on this channel because it's also an app-based game to make it fun for you all. So I'll figure that out, but I'm gonna play something Wednesday and Arkham Horror. Nope, can't do Arkham Horror this Thursday because Pac-Man's not available, and he's available next Thursday. So I'll play something Wednesday, and then we're going to come back to Dungeons of Infinity on Sunday. But thanks so much for joining. If you like what you see, hit the like button, hit subscribe. Giveaways will be continuing from this point on, and once COVID restrictions lift, the giveaway I really am gonna start giving to children's hospitals and stuff. So the giveaway will continue from this point on every Sunday until I have lowered the pile. I'll be giving you something. Give back. You could always play Arkham Horror. I could do the one shot. Sure, I'll do that, Kate. Arkham Horror Thursday. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Thank you for coming along. Like I said, like and subscribe. Join Patreons down below in the information. Good luck in the giveaway, and I will see you next time. Insert comment here. Bye.